today's news, Ed Sheeran announces plans to debut boy group.
Guess what, you guys? K-pop live painting string happening right now with Steph, the Grandmaster artist. Yep, I would say, I live here, I know. Click here or click here to join the fun, listen to K-pop music, and watch this young lady paint a live masterpiece right before your very eyes. And follow this girl on Twitch. One of the top musicians in the world at the moment, Ed Sheeran, has plans to make a 3 or 4 member boy band. I have to admit, until only a few days ago, I did not really know him well. And then we were listening to Shape of You just the other night, and I played it over and over. And we actually sat and had a conversation about that particular song and who it's meant for. He's unbelievable. It's almost unthinkable how high he's risen in the last 6 years. I mean, he started off in 2011, and now he's touring around. I was looking, he's got a show tonight in Germany, and he's going every day, and his videos are just off the chisel on YouTube. And checking out his YouTube channel, on January 5th, he released Shape of You, the lyrical video, and that one's got over 400 million views already. He also released the MV later that month of the same song, and it's got over 300 million views. He's got over 13 million subscribers on YouTube, and one of his Instagram posts from 2 days ago has over 1 million likes. I mean, that's more likes than the Instagram account itself normally gets. He's extremely talented. He seems to do everything with ease. It only makes sense that he would debut a new group and have them tour around with him.
Let's try to tie this into K-pop a little bit and the K-pop boy band mentality and philosophy. Part of the reason why I feel that this could be tied in with what we normally do with Hallyu Back News is because we don't know what type of boy group it is, but we do know that K-pop and Korean pop music, specifically the boy bands and the girl pop bands, have become so popular internationally that they're starting to really influence other music and other musicians and the choices and decisions that they make. And I think that this is a really good example of that.
I was just thinking the same thing. It's almost like K-pop has done the reverse of what hip-hop did to K-pop, and now K-pop's flipped the script and is influencing other people now to the point where K-pop is starting to become the influential genre of music that other people want to emulate. There was a comment that popped up below this article that said, this has nothing to do with K-pop, but actually, personally, I disagree. I think Ed Sheeran is a very smart individual who knows that even though there were boy bands in the 90s out of UK and the US that are very successful that have nothing to do with Korea, now the boy band girl group type of music group that performs and that is successful is as much K-pop as it is out of any other country.
And that's not to say that you don't have boy groups like K-pop outside of Korea, because you definitely do. The biggest one being probably One Direction. And Ed Sheeran has actually wrote some of One Direction's hit songs. So he already knows that he can write for boy bands and have them be successful. We also know that he is very interested in Korean music, and he has been influenced in the past by Korean music, specifically Psy. He has a song called Sing, which if you listen to it, you recognize it. I know that I do. But he was very influenced by Psy for Sing, and the music video itself takes place in a somewhat Korean-looking environment, has a somewhat Psy type of style to it, and he actually also did a remix with Psy.
Even though he might not be making a K-pop group, it doesn't mean that K-pop hasn't influenced him, and it also doesn't mean that down the road he can't expand on his enterprise and hire someone to make a K-pop group, because that would be a very smart move.
He has his own record company set up so that he could probably easily do that.
Yeah, and also, the most easy way to break into the Asian touring market is to have Korean singers, handsome boy Korean singers, to have as part of your tour. Not that a group like One Direction, if he were to create something similar to that, wouldn't be successful, but it would be harder for him to get over into that part of the world and tour if touring is one of his top goals, which touring does seem to be, I mean, putting on live performances, the best way to make the most money.
Yeah, in today's current society, when it's so easy to buy music online
or get it for free,
that we've heard multiple podcasts by famous producers and executives and people who are in the music business saying that the best way to make money now is through touring. That's part of the reason why so many K-pop groups are always touring.
And I think that it would be a really smart move on his part to get into some sort of K-pop related industry, singing and dancing, not for him personally, but as a group that he might create earlier on than later. Not because we don't know the future of K-pop, but because the earlier that you can get into something, the easier it is to get good at it down the road.
Well, and I think that it would be really cool to see a Korean group, for example. Maybe he doesn't create a K-pop group, but maybe he partners with a K-pop group for some sort of touring. I think it would be really cool to kind of break that more into the mainstream, because you've seen different groups perform or start for other groups in the past before. This has happened multiple times, and I can't recall all of them off the top of my head, but I know it's happened before that you've had some sort of K-pop group open for somebody famous, but I think that it could really take it to the next level. I have a lot of questions, and there's a lot of things that I want to find out about this group. I am interested because I like Ed Sheeran's music. I know it's not K-pop, but I definitely do like his music, and I know that he was popular with people in Korea. They liked his music too, but I'm wondering, what kind of boy band is it? Is it going to be like a K-pop boy band where they're all singing and dancing? Is it going to be more of a band where people play instruments? It says that there are 3 or 4 boys together, and that it's super pop. What is super pop?
That's a good question. Comment, you guys, what's your reaction to this? I mean, the dude to me is a genius, and it would be very intelligent of him to have some K-pop influence into something that he would create, since he can create it from scratch and do anything he wants, because he's risen to that ability where he's got enough money and enough support to just do anything. Why not kind of do like a cross mix of something in Asia and something in Europe or North America, and really just, I don't know, do something that hasn't been done yet?
I think it could be cool. I kind of hope that it has some sort of K-pop influence. I feel like I can't say that it should, but I hope that it has some K-pop influence, because it's such an international genre now, or at least it's becoming such a widely popular international genre that I think he could stand to make a lot of money from that, and I think there'd be a lot of people who'd want to listen to it.
And I think he'd probably turn a lot of heads if he were to. So comments down below, let us know what you think. Click the like button. Thank you so much for supporting us. Click the bell for notifications. Check out the link to K-Gal, and don't forget to subscribe for more Hallyu Back news. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye.